Augustus Pablo is a working name for Horace Swaby, who was from Jamaica, and he was a pioneering musician in reggae and dub, and known for his distinctive use of a melodica. He started recording in the early 70s, became a key figure in the development of dub, and is known particularly for his spiritual and meditative approach to reggae, often incorporating Rastafarian themes. He ran his own label and has worked with many prominent Jamaican musicians. And his career spanned from the early 70s until his death in 1999. He's released around 15 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of the album East of the River Nile by Augustus Pablo, which was released in 1977 and was his third studio album, and it's my first time that I know of listened to him, and certainly to this album. So this is predominantly instrumental music. There's occasional bit of vocals on it, and it's reggae slash dub, and where, if there is a dividing line between reggae and dub, I'm not sure exactly where it lies. But to my mind, reggae is this, Jamaican music with this, particularly that offbeat emphasis, and this develops in, for some people, into reggae dub, or usually just called dub, which is possibly an even slower version and emptied out, and are using a lot of studio things, particularly echoes and reverb, to give kind of changes of sounds. Now, I'm not sure, and anybody who knows, please let me know whether I'm right or not on this. But I believe that one of the intents of dub was to create records which then could be used as backing for other people to dub stuff onto it. I believe that's possibly why it's called dub. But it became a thing that people listened to in its own right, and quite rightly so. So we've got Pablo here on melodica with the backing band or backing bands. So there's quite a plethora of different musicians involved here. Sometimes it's the Wailers, as in Bob Marley and the Wailers. Sometimes it's the Upsetters, and there's some other people as well. So a melodica is, I haven't got one to show you, but it's a slightly weird instrument. It's a toy instrument with a keyboard down here. And the reason why I'm showing it down here is because you put this end in your mouth and you blow, and then it plays notes depending on what you're playing with the keyboard. And on the album cover, if you go back to that, you can see him playing one, sitting on a rock beside a river, which of course is a natural place to play a melodica. Mostly it's kind of the focus on that, and it's got this kind of sparse production that brings it towards dub. There was one track that I don't want to get technical, and I don't even want to put myself forward as any kind of expert on the differences between ska, rocksteady, dancehall, reggae and dub. There's a whole continuum of stuff here. But there was one track that I thought, this feels a bit more rock steady to me than reggae, which is just, it's a bit faster. There's predominant bass lines, and this kind of echoey offbeat drum stuff. Now, there's spiritual and Rastafarian themes, but because it's mostly instrumental, although this does come through with some of the chanting vocals that are in here, mostly it's in the titles of the tracks. So there's things like upfill melody, Yah light. So Yah's the name for God in Rastafarianism. East of the River Nile, chant to King Selassie the First, which is a reference to Haile Selassie, the founder of Rastafarianism. And apparently this album is considered to be an influential album in establishing melodica as a serious reggae instrument. And it does feel a bit kind of odd having this, what kind of immediately associate from the sound as being a toy instrument. But you do get used to it, or I found I got used to it. I did feel the album was so I enjoyed it. It's pleasant. I kind of felt sunny and relaxed after listening to it. it didn't feel particularly, something to dig deeper for me. I felt like so always, or pretty much always, I do a listen and then I do a read and then I do a listen. So I do two listens to these albums. This album, I did contemplate not doing the second listen because I found it was really easy, I think, to get my head around what it was and what it was doing in one listen. But I did quite enjoy it, so I played it again. Um, uh, as I say, it's not deep, it's not complicated. It's just this kind of nice, uh, sunny reggae sound, which I enjoyed. But I'm not sure I would look out for it and go back to it. I think that um, there's lots of other stuff around that has a bit more to it than this album for me. So that's what I think of this album. As always, I'd love to know what you think. So please let me know by leaving me a comment. That's it from me for now.